Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Imperial Diecast, and today we're going to review this 2025 brand new release by Model Car Group, a Series 3 Jaguar XJ6 from 1979 in 1/18 scale. Now this model was released in 3 colors. Next to this bottle green, or British Racing Green, MCG also released it in red, which also looks pretty nice, but has different wheels, and in a grey metallic. I went with the green because I think Jags always look good in green, and because I also love these wheels, which the other 2 colors didn't have. Now, of course, I could have waited until MCG released the second batch in other colors, like maybe dark blue or black or white, which I'm sure would look fantastic, but who knows when that release will happen, and until then, might as well get this one, since my collection doesn't have a lot of green cars. And I always wanted one of these classic Jags from the 70s and 80s, compared to the ones from the 50s. I have a silver Maisto X-Type from 2001 that I will review someday, and while it may have more creature comforts than the Series 3, this definitely looks more timeless in design. The only thing that MCG could have given us, but chose not to, is a Jaguar hood ornament, the Leaper, which would traditionally be placed a bit behind the front grille, like right here. And unfortunately, I can't find any photo-etched 1/18 ones on eBay, because otherwise I'd have been able to add one myself. Now, of course, this is a sealed model. Norev doesn't have the Jaguar license, so don't expect any fully opening models for anywhere in this price range. I paid around €60 for this. Paragon once made a fully opening Series 1 XJ that you could get for around the same price 10 years ago, but those times are long gone. Some other companies like Cult Scale Models, LS Collectibles, and GP Replicas have made sealed Jags for almost thrice the price. So in light of that, I actually think MCG is offering us a very nice model for way less of a price tag. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the XJ series of sedans. Jaguar had been making them since 1968, and production ended in 2019. And the Series 1, 2, and 3 looked quite similar to one another in terms of the quad headlamp styling from 1968 to 2010, when they got modernized. 132,952 Series 3 Jaguars were built between 1979 and 1992, so this is by no means a limited production car, but still very rare on today's streets. So taking a look at the front of the 1/18 scale MCG 1979 Jaguar XJ Series 3, you can see that the front is definitely the most iconic section of this car. This is what makes it a Jag, the 4 circular headlights, and you can see that the outer 2 are slightly larger than the ones in the middle. And I think that the headlights are pretty decent looking. I mean, you can see that they don't have any pegs in them, as you would expect from budget models. And they are a little bit fogged up, but not like in a faulty sense, but that's just the way that they look on this model. They do have a little bit of a headlight texture going on, which is also good. Chrome surround. And regarding the center grille, I will admit that the shading is a bit shoddy here, especially on the left side, but this is something that you could just clean up with a marker. The chrome on the surrounding bezel looks pretty good. And of course we have the Jaguar logo up here, and XJ license plate in white underneath, and flanked by 2 orange indicators. And underneath we have another grille with what appears to be 2 crevices for the fog lamps. Now compared to the Series 2, which had thinner chrome bumpers, The Series 3 had thicker rubber bumpers with only a decorative chrome inlay on the top edge. And that chrome inlay has a beautiful reflection, almost mirror-like, as you can see. The windshield wipers are separate plastic pieces, and you can see that the washer fluid drain is also done nicely. The paint quality is pretty good. There's not much orange peel at all, so this is really nice. As for the engine, you could buy 3 different versions of this car, either with a 3.4-liter straight 6, a 4.2-liter straight 6, both of which were known as the Jaguar XJ6, or a 5.3-liter V12 known as the Jaguar XJ12. There was also a higher trim of this car known as the Daimler 66. And taking a look at the side of the 118 Jaguar XJ6 Series 3, you can see that here the side makes you appreciate how long the hood and the trunk are of this car. We've got a pinstripe in the form of a double gold line running along the entire length of the car. And compared to the Series 2, the door handles are also flush with the car body, rather than sticking out like separate chrome ones on the older XJs. The front passenger window on the XJ Series 3 is also one piece and doesn't have a vent glass like on the Series 1 and 2. And taking a closer look at the wheels, you can see that these wheels are done very nicely because they are made out of chrome and they just have more details than the other variant that is offered by MCG. And they look really nice, especially the reflections on the interior of the rim as well. They've got Jaguar logos in the middle and 5 lug nuts. Now, to the top left of the wheel, we have the indicator, which is a separate piece. And to the right, we have the Jaguar emblem. And taking a look at the back of the 118 scale MCG 1979 Jaguar XJ Series 3, you can see that the back is quite well done, I'd say. If we look at the taillights, they are segmented. They have like 4 sections and 3 colors, with the bottom part being the rear indicators, I think, and the top being the brake lights. And it says Jaguar on the left side of the rear license plate and XJ6 on the right, so that's how you know what type of engine it has. And above the rear license plate we have the plinth, which is made out of chrome. And we also get 2 reverse lights and a dual exhaust, which is made out of chrome. And then up here we also have the little antenna hub. This can focus. I'd be able to show it to you. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. And then over here we have the fuel cap, but then also another one over here. So I'm not sure which is for the fuel. And regarding the rear windshield, you can see it's got some defroster lines on it. And yeah, so it looks pretty good. And just like with the front bumper, the rear bumper also surrounds the rear section of the car. And the top is very reflective. It even reflects the license plate, as you can see. So it looks pretty nice. And now taking a look at the interior of the car, you can see that MCG did a pretty good job with the interior. There's a lot of wood paneling. And here, of course, we have the glove compartment. We've got what appears to be a radio in the center, although there's not much detail on it. We've got a cassette player, or maybe a cassette player down there, and an automatic transmission. And the interior is kept in beige, so it makes the seats very nice and visible. You can see that the seats have some nice upholstery. And then we have a armrest there in the middle, which is probably liftable and has like a container for coins and stuff. And here's a look at the rear seats, which are again pretty comfy looking. And there's a rear center console right there, hinted at. The door paneling is also pretty nice. We've got that wood trim and door handles, and down there's a speaker and a nice armrest. So yeah, this looks pretty good. The roof line, as usual, doesn't have a liner, so that's where MCG cuts corners, unfortunately. But we do have the rear view mirror. And taking a look at the driver's side of the car, you can see that we've got a big, thin steering wheel with the Jaguar emblem on it. And behind it, we have the circular gauges. So they look pretty okay. Other than that, there is not much else in terms of detail. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty good model. And now taking a look at the bottom of the car. This car is pretty heavy. And down here you can see it says 118 Jaguar XJ Series 3, made in China. We've got a little bit of transmission detail here. And the dual mufflers for the exhausts. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys liked my review of the 118 scale 1979 Jaguar XJ Series 3 by MCG. I think for the price point, it is a pretty good looking car that you can put in your display. Now, of course, if you want a fully opening version, you're expected to pay like 3 times the price, and I think Almost Real has made the fully opening version of a similar Jaguar, or maybe it's one from the 80s, I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, it's a good looking model, and it comes in several different colors. Maybe MCG is going to release more colors in the future. I think it would look great in black or dark blue or white as well. And if you're interested in another car that looks very similar to this one that I've already reviewed, make sure to check out my review of the 118 Volvo 164, whose looks was inspired by this one, I believe. Take care, have a wonderful day. This is Imperial Diecast, signing out.